It seems like finding the right email frequency is a bit like Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Oh, yeah.
Not too much, not too little, but just right.
That's a great analogy, and that just right point will vary depending on your audience, your industry, and the content of your emails.
And that balance might even shift over time as your audience grows and evolves. Their preferences might change as well.
Absolutely. You need to be constantly monitoring your metrics and adapting your strategy.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to experiment and make adjustments along the way. It's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
You have to stay engaged and responsive to what your audience is telling you.
Precisely. It's an ongoing process of learning and refinement.
Okay, so we've talked extensively about email frequency.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the content itself.
Mm-hmm.
What are some key insights from the data on what makes an email truly stand out?
Well, the data repeatedly emphasizes the importance of providing value in every single email. It's not enough to just send out promotional messages or generic updates. You need to give people a reason to open your emails and engage with your content.
So what does value actually look like in the context of an email?
Right.
Can you give us some concrete examples?
Of course, value can take many forms. It could be educational content like, tips, tutorials, industry insights.
Okay.
Think about the kind of information that your audience is actively seeking out. What are their pain points? What are they trying to learn?
Right.
If you can provide valuable information that helps them solve problems or achieve their goals, you're going to see much higher engagement.
That makes sense. People are more likely to open an email if they believe it's going to provide something useful or interesting.
Exactly. It could also be entertaining content.
Oh, okay.
Like, engaging stories, quizzes, or videos.
Yeah.
People love to be entertained. So think about how you can inject some personality and fun into your emails.
Okay.
A well-crafted story or a humorous anecdote can really go a long way in building that rapport with your audience.
Yeah, and don't forget about the power of visuals, as we talked about before.
Yeah, absolutely.
A strong visual element can really help make your email pop.
Right.
And grab attention.
Yeah, and lastly, value can also come in the form of exclusive offers or promotions that are tailored to the recipient's interests. So if someone has shown a particular interest in a certain product category, sending them an exclusive discount code or early access to a sale can be a great way to incentivize them to make a purchase.
It all comes back to personalization, doesn't it?
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
It's about understanding your audience's needs and desires and delivering content that aligns with those interests.
I think that's a great point to emphasize for our listeners.
Yeah.
Don't just focus on how often you're sending those emails.
Right.
Think about the content, the value, the overall experience you're creating for your subscribers.
It's not just about hitting that send button.
Right.
It's about fostering a genuine connection with your audience.
Well said. So our deep dive into email newsletter frequency has uncovered some valuable insights.
Absolutely.
We learned there's no magic number when it
Yeah.
comes to frequency.
Okay.
The ideal cadence depends on your industry, your audience, the content of your emails.
It does.
We can't forget about the importance of segmentation and personalization.
That's right.
The more targeted your emails are, the more likely they are to resonate with your subscribers.
Exactly.
Perhaps most importantly, we need to focus on providing value in every single email.
Couldn't agree more.
We want to create emails that people actually look forward to receiving, not ones that end up in the trash folder.
Yeah. Build those relationships.
Right.
Cultivate a positive experience.
Absolutely. So to wrap things up, let's distill everything we've learned into some actual takeaways for you.
Okay.
Remember to experiment with different frequencies, pay close attention to your metrics, and embrace the power of segmentation and personalization.
Yes. And above all, prioritize quality content that provides genuine value to your readers.
Right.
If you can consistently deliver valuable and engaging emails, people will be more likely to welcome your messages even if they arrive a bit more frequently.
That's such a crucial point.
It is.
Building trust and providing value should always be at the forefront of your email marketing strategy.
Couldn't agree more. It's about creating a win-win situation for both you and your subscribers.
Well said. So there you have it, folks. The key takeaways from our deep dive into the world of email newsletter frequency. We hope you found this information helpful. And as always, we encourage you to continue exploring, experimenting, and finding what works best for you and your audience.
Because ultimately, the best email strategy is the one that allows you to connect with your audience in a meaningful and engaging way.
Now, before we sign off, we want to leave you with a final thought to ponder.
Okay.
We've explored the question of how often you should send emails, but what about the best times to send those emails?
Oh.
That's a topic for another deep dive.
I like it.
Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep those inboxes buzzing with valuable content.